My thing is, I don't know why sisters do that. It's never gonna come together where or hating, and this is also men do it too. Oh, you hating on me. I said, why is it everybody thinks somebody hating on somebody? My thing is, why can't people unite and uplift and encourage one another and support? Now, when I always reach out to other people, I'm all about Black businesses. I want my kings and my queens to excel. And the reason why Black people don't excel the way they do, y'all own worst enemy. I've been trying to build the Lions Den and take it to the whole nother level. It's always unnecessary drama. People come in, nobody sees nothing wrong. And this ain't the Hebrews. We got Kemet's, all kinds of different religions in here. And for Black people to be cutting up the way that they do, how about we come together and build something? Y'all don't want to build nothing together. Everybody trying to down somebody, talk about somebody, got something to say, but y'all don't ever come together to build. I belong to Black Wall Street, a group. It's over 180,000. What we talk about is how to build your business. I'm about money. I ain't got time to be arguing with no female because she feels insecure with herself. See, when you get past that stage as a woman and confident in who you are, you don't need to belittle other women. And that's why I will not continue to join in, which I have never said anything, because for whatever reason, every time you on your platform, you got my name in your mouth. Why? When I do my shows, do I mention Napa? No, I don't. Why?
Because you don't give a shit.
I don't care. I don't wake up thinking about Napa. I don't wake up thinking about what she doing. I'm not even friends with you on your page. I'm not even in the loop of what you got going on because I'm running my business. I got shit going on that is far more important than what the fuck you doing. I don't care what you do. I didn't even care if you was talking to some. That has nothing to do with me. People worry about shit that don't have shit to do with them. That's you and Sonetta's business. The problem I had with Sonetta is that you had the nerve. He claimed it's not him. He gave me his little story before he called me out my name. And because he's upset about his queen, I don't give a shit who you mad at. One thing is, I don't let no nigga disrespect me.
Now, what did he say to you, sister?
He called lying bitches. That's what he said.
When did he say that?
The other day.
On the air?
No, it was a private call.
Oh,
and he told Judah before he went on his debate that he was going to call me personally and apologize, and I haven't got it. He had no intention on apologizing, and he intentionally did Judah the way he did on there because it's all about Napa because his ass is insecure himself. It was. It's very immature for him to be a 60-year-old man and to do some petty ass shit like a goddamn female. I don't have time for all that stupid ass petty shit.
Salakia, Queen, let me say something. It don't even matter how he did me because he was already done, buried, and destroyed in the first goddamn round.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
period.
Yeah.
Period. And you know how you know a person lose? You go on Khalil Money Channel right now. This nigga done made 5 videos of me yesterday. 5. If you the winner, you don't make videos.
Dude's weird.
Bro, tell me, he's past weird.
Bro, he clearly is doing something he shouldn't be doing and living a lifestyle he shouldn't be living, bro.
He tried to say he's straight, but it's all over him, bro. That homosexual demon's all over him.
Like, yeah, he was acting like a sodomite. But like
He said, man, he tried to show me his ass on camera. Did y'all see that part?
I seen that part. I
said, nigga, I don't want to see this gay ass. What the hell wrong with you?
I don't know what the fuck he was doing. But when you said that, I was like, what the fuck was he trying to do? Like this.
Yeah. Go back and watch.
Yeah, I seen that part though.
No, but hold on. I know this off topic, but I gotta get to ISUPK. God damn. They got a video out of this dude talking about the 12 tribes of Israel got the best dicks. He said the Puerto Rican dicks, the Mexican dicks. I said, what the fuck? Did you see
I
that?
saw that video. I think it's better for a woman to speak on that.
Now, wait, hold on. Hold on.
Listen, that
Now,
dude.
who said-
Listen,
No,
that
I'm
dude.
talking about. Listen. I'm rephrasing what this dude was saying.
I know, but I'm about to
Go
say
ahead,
it because
tell
it
us.
seemed
You don't
weird
need to
from
be
a dude
saying it
saying
either. What
But
the
this
hell
is
you need
not
to be
the
saying
first
for?
time. Listen,
Don't
this is
nobody need to be
not the
talking
first
about no
time.
other man's dick.
that.
Listen,
Exactly. That's why I said a little
All right,
weird for
we
y'all to
don't.
have the
That nigga
conversation.
Hey, can you play that video,
this is
man?
not.
Tell you something. How the
It is wild this morning. I'm sitting there watching Judah video. He live. You know, man, this shit's crazy tomorrow. But it's a good show. I'm just enjoying myself, y'all. Oh, you need it? Because my kids is schooling, you know. And this shit crazy.
Really does do these voices when he reads y'all messages just so y'all know.
We all do voices, man. Shit.
He
Hey,
was
yeah. Hey, while he finding the video, so did Domo say, yeah, he did say, he said, set that up with Takar TKO Dawson versus Domo, man. I think that'd be a great debate, bro. That could be the first one of the interconference debates. And I ain't forgot about you. I ain't forgot. You said you was coming out of retirement. You want to debate JJ 7000. Me and you can still get it in.
I just want to know, Solomon,
I'm gonna use
Babe. Hold on. Let me get to him real quick. Let me finish to see if he still want to go through this
you
through this
do not
match.
want that work, bro. Like you tripping.
You don't want no smoke. I know you know. It's all right.
Yeah.
Huh?
I beat you up for free, bro.
Yeah, this shit is too funny, man. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Was it the most bizarre ISU?
My bad. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But
I'm going to say this briefly, and I'm going to. That is superior to the penis of the man from the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel.
You guys started from the beginning.
look at Cesare point down that dude.
Penis on this globe. That Puerto Rican penis is superior to an African. That so-called Negro, your penis is superior to an African. The Mexican.
Yo.
Later.
Yeah, who the fuck did this video though?
my camp FOPE.
When I go up,
Camp, I'm not the leader of it.
when I opened the door, so now the first one musty, and it was musty. All I saw was oil, brother, doing half naked brothers doing
What the fuck, bro?
Dude ain't playing.
Man, we can't even hear that shit, bro.
Brother,
You gotta stop
it's so
talking.
funny that you say that, but all I ever see was the dudes. That's all I ever see. Never seen you with anybody but
The
him.
video ain't playing, bro.
Your house. Y'all all push-ups and
Now how the fuck would he know that? Like,
Right.
what the fuck did the case study and shit?
You gotta start it over, man. Let's play the. Because it's yes, ship the start.
I'm going to say it briefly, and I'm going to prove it later. There is no penis that is superior to the penis of the man from the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Your penis is the superior penis on this globe.
Nah, the video is cut, Doc. You messing up the funny part.
That so-called Negro, your penis is superior to an African, the Mexican penis, the Guatemalan penis, the Haitian penis, the Pennsylvania penis, the West Indian penis. It's superior.
That's weird as hell.
When I go up to the ISUPK, when I opened the door, I saw that first of all, it was musty. All I saw was doing half-naked brothers doing push-ups. It was not a sister in the mix, but I'm a
That motherfucker talking about push-ups.
brother.
Yeah, but he said Sonetta was already there before he got here. He said it was funky.
Hey, dude, you might want to check out the video. The funny, you can't see the funny part, man. I mean,
push-ups and spoiling each other.
Yeah, you got your internet shot, man. Let me bring pull that thing up, man.
Yeah, let us do it.
So that shit, bro. Yeah, see, so because you froze on your screen, bro.
It froze?
Yeah, it froze. It didn't play through. We couldn't see. What's the name of that video, Judah?
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. It's on. There's two versions. There's an FOPE version and there's the Vocab Malone.
But we saw the FOP version.
Read off, bro. So I could type it in.
All right, hold on, let me find it. FOPE Israelite School. Hold on.
What's the most some shit?
No,
fuck it. I don't want to see that.
The video. Hold on.
What am I? No, I don't want to see that shit.
Wait. No, bro. Yes, it's ISUPK loves smoking all types of. Stop smoking rock.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
But you did hear it though, did you?
Yeah, I did hear. I heard enough to know what he was talking about, bro.
Hey, little boy.
Yeah, see, that's some weird shit, man.
Jabari was funny. He said it was funky.
Half-naked men oiled up, and you want to call me weird?
I'm gonna say to Captain Tazariak, who made 2 videos on me and felt like he put me in a body bag and kept telling me to shut up. You explain to me, why were you pointing to that white boy's, what's up with that? Can you explain yourself, brother?
Yeah, because when he said the Puerto Rican Johnson, and Tazariak started pointing down at Caucasize Johnson. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? This shit is weird, man.
Yeah, that shit was weird, bro. That dude, General Hyman's always been on some weird shit. I told you, Christ's chest is so sexy. Look how it's oiled up. It's so sexy. I was like, yo, I was like,
and Sonetta always say this is the camp he looks up to. So I'm just saying, Jabari said that he was already there. So I'm just saying, Jabari saying, what the hell going on?
Right? Yeah. When Jabari's like, these niggas on here musty and oiled up and doing push-ups next to each other. Nigga, something ain't right, nigga.
Right. At least you do see Jabari with his wife and women in his little surrounding my eye. He said, I don't see not a single woman up in here, man. You niggas running around here half naked, oiled up, doing push-ups, and it's musty in here. What the hell is going on?
He's like, Sonetta, well, what's going on here?
Right. Sonetta was already
there. Hey, Judy, the kids jumping in the bed. Judy, your kids jumping in the bed.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Come on, make sure y'all fall.
They was like, Dad, they bold too. They jump right in front of you. We said,
right.
Nah, his back was turned though. You know, I used to do that shit. I used to jump in the bed.
Yeah, but they're in diapers and shit. You know, they be like, Judy Naz over here sponsoring child porn.
Yeah. Get them out the camera, family. You know, niggas take that and run with it.
Yes. Especially killer.
Dude, I gotta talk to you something about very important when we get off the air, man.
All
right. But yeah, so hey, Solo, where can we set this debate up? Because I'm telling you, man, this
go ahead. I mean, go ahead and contact no more.
Well, he said last night to go, holler at you.
What did I say? You already talked to me before that.
All right. Well, I don't even have Domo's information on how to contact him. So.
All right, I send you his number, whatever. You can call him. I'm too busy with the other shit. So y'all
what the hell you got going, man?
Yeah, what do you got going?
Let's hear. What dude's Solar Vision Debate League got going? Come on, we gonna give you your promo.
Hey, bro, I'm already 3 seasons in, bro. So
Hey, you gonna change that judging system? That shit is trash. So
yeah, let's talk about, bro. You need to come on, man. You need to get okay. I understand how they messed up the poll system because not Mighty Hebrew, but Gorilla Hebrew was having his whole camp call in. But
yeah,
that's. But you do need to have maybe 5 judge system or something, man. I don't know, man.
Hey,
because that was the complaint when your people was coming over here. I'm just gonna give it to you in the raw, bro.
If niggas was calling up being like, I vote for Little Pookie. Niggas like, who the fuck is Little Pookie?
Well, go ahead. What you got? What you got going, man? Your 3rd season?
Yeah. We about to get started on the 3rd season. So there's a lot of organizational shit that you don't know about that I got to do. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Maybe when you get on to my level, then you'll know, bro. Like just organizing.
Okay.
Creative shit. Creative shit.
Okay.
So when you see me do it, then you can copy.
Yeah. Okay.
No, we don't copy people.
Well, hold up. Here's the thing, bro. We I'm not trying to tear down Solar Vision. Any other debate league. The only reason I was going over to House of Conscience was to beat the brakes off his lying ass debaters. But I was never trying to go over there to tear down his platform. Because
I'm trying to tear that motherfucker down. Burn that bitch.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that, man. He's a heavy. He's a powerhouse. But he's losing rate from 350,000 views all the way to goddamn 5,000.
Y'all seen that yesterday? Yeah, 20,000 people watching him.
What happened?
Well, I'm gonna say this.
Hold on. I didn't hear what he said.
That live stream that Young Girl did a live stream yesterday. Yeah, 20,000 live stream.
Yeah, they like now. See, that's what I'm talking about. They like him in polite, Young Pharaoh and Shetty. They get a lot of views. I mean, the information may be garbage, but they get a lot of views. You can't knock that.
Let's do it. Definitely.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to burn that motherfucker down to the motherfucking ground.
Well, you would okay. Well, why you letting your guy Chris Harrison them go over there? Is he going over there to join up, or is he going over there to kick? I mean, who he going over to debate? Cesario? Because Cesario can't really own there.
Who you talking about?
He need to go across the line to debate Cesario.
Who you talking about? Chris Harris?
Yeah, he told me he's supposed to be going over there.
Oh, you know what I mean? Yeah, Domo was over there.
Did he kick ass, or did he bow down? What did he do?
No, it was just a regular discussion. See, y'all go over there with that goofy shit. I called Sinetta.
Wait a minute, man. How is that goofy? I'm going over there to
no, I'm just saying that. I told when I called Sinetta, I said no, none of that goofy shit. He knew what the fuck I was talking about. They just had a regular panel discussion. It wasn't so brother in chapter 3, and he dropping a bomb and all that shit. Nah, I ain't
because Domo is a Christian, right?
Yeah, I believe he is a Christian.
Okay, Christian. He likes to debate politics. Okay.
Yeah, I think he is a Christian.
But see, now Sinetta would have known that, he would have went in on him. Sinetta didn't know that. Because he's going to tear up anybody.
He didn't go in because I called him.
Man, what the hell that mean to Sinetta? Once you get on the air, you ain't got no control of that because he got the buttons and everything.
I called the nigga and told him, yo, nah, we ain't with all that shit, bro. That's just real talk. I ain't trying to be fly, but I called him.
Hey, you used to be Sinetta cameraman. Is that true?
No, I wasn't ever Sinetta cameraman.
No, somebody told me that.
I ain't never nigga. You are this cameraman.
When was I?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What you been 4 years ago?
He hold his own camera. How?
I saw you in one video shooting porn.
Is the cameraman. That's who the cameraman is, Sinetta.
Yeah, not. I'm not saying you weren't full time, but I saw you one time holding the camera.
No, I was up there. That was in the black media. I was my own media. I was up there.
You was down, the nigga saw mine was bowing down. See, they kissed the ring, nigga. See,
so it came out.
That's why I had to be his cameraman, so you could tie that in like that. Okay. Okay.
You and Domo will not leave me alone with that shit. You're like, oh, Q, you was not looking like yourself, brother.
I was Sinetta cameraman. No, I got connected with Sinetta because I was working with Imam Bashir, and I really was his media, and so we was a separate entity from Sinetta.
You was with that Baba TV or something like that?
No. I just told you I was with Imam Bashir.
Oh, okay. What happened to him, man?
Now you say what?
Does he work with Mighty Hebrew? Is that the one that worked with Mighty Hebrew? He's an Arab dude.
Who you talking about?
No, that's Basim. That's Basim.
Oh, okay, Basim. Yeah.
Oh, I know Mighty Hebrew because he's here in Philly. He was here in Philly.
Okay.
He still is.
Well, the debate talk from how you put debate talk for you, or I talked to him and he said that he wanted maybe do his debaters against Lions Den. We might be working something out with him. I don't know. Do you know any of his debaters?
Who, Sal Sokol?
Yeah. Sal. I mean,
he got good debaters.
You know his debaters, don't you, Judah?
Yes, I was over there. The niggas is terrible, bro. I'm telling you don't want to do it, bro.
Well, we need. We all leagues need to work together.
Beat up on. Let him go in and.
I mean, like the dude's not a very good manager. He's not a very good businessman. He's just not.
I never met Sal. I mean, he been my Facebook friend for years.
Why you gonna say that, bro? That was cool, bro.
I was over there, bro. I helped bring his views up. I helped bring the platform up. This nigga was shitting on me every chance he got. Even my wife was like, yo, man, why does he act like that towards you? I'm like, I think it's brother Josh from ABT. So the niggas got some little weird shit going on where they.
Shalom. Excuse me. I just want to share this with y'all for a second. So I'm gonna mute my mic and play the video. And if you have any thoughts, share those thoughts in the comment. Please smash the thumbs up. And
the RPG mobile hit of 2019. Now cross-platform.
My responsibility.
My reason of sending this video and showing this video for fair use causes is this video was personally sent to me. Just want to share it with the world. So information. We're gonna watch it together. And we need to come together and unify and come up with a solution of what we need to do. We know the best solution is trusting Yahweh. But therefore, let's carry on.
He was project leader or the senior project engineer. We began to work on the design of a microchip that, when it was completed, was 0.75 millimeters in diameter, 7 millimeters long. It was the size of 1/4 of a grain of rice. Again, I want to say that I was not a Christian and there were no Christians there. They said they wanted this to have a power source and be able to emit a signal. And they told us they wanted us to use lithium as a battery source. Lithium's used in watch batteries. It's used in heart pacemaker batteries. It's used in a lot of places. I designed into this microchip a little charging circuit that would charge that battery. This sounds like a lot of technical things coming together, but if you'll bear with me 1 minute, you'll see what God has laid out about this microchip. When we discovered that we needed to be able to charge that battery, I needed a temperature change, a change in temperature to cause current to flow through that little charging circuit that would charge the battery. So we began to investigate and find out where in the body does the temperature change the most rapidly. We spent over $1 million in taxpayer money, and when the results came back, there was a lot of information. We divided it up amongst 3 teams and then came back together with that information. It was determined that there were 2 places in the body that were ideal for the microchip. One was just below the hairline on the forehead. Every mother checks their child's temperature right here. So we could have paid the mothers $1 million and saved. I never saw a mother check their child's temperature on their ankle, always right here. The other place was the hand, the right hand preferred, because most people are right-handed. This didn't bother me, and it didn't bother anybody else on the team. The hand seemed a good place. Nobody wanted it here. And so the design work, everything was completed. The microchip was done. You're seeing it now on some of the Discovery Channel presentations. There are people who have received it already. It is real. It's not something that's coming way down the road. They gave me a Bible. They told me not to read the book of Revelation. They said the book of Revelation is too hard to understand. So I waited, and I didn't read the book of Revelation for quite some time. Then one day I came to Revelation 13, verse 16. And he caused us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. I didn't like what I saw. I went back and looked up the word mark. I went to the Strong's Concordance, and I found that John had used 3 words for the word mark: charagma, characater, and charax. That was from the Greek. I looked at those words. They talked about a scratch or an etching. They talked about a lot of things. And I said, God, this isn't it. We didn't do it. He said, go to the word for 666. The word is chixastigma. In the Greek, it says to go to 4742 as a cross, the last half of the word chixastigma. And when I looked at what it said, It says stizo, i.e. to stick, to prick, a mark incised or punched into for recognition of ownership. I thought about the little injection tool. The end of it is called an incisor. I began to weep and I began to cry, and I said, oh God, what have we done? I couldn't believe that this lined up with what we had developed. And I began to run from God. I didn't run away from the church. I ran into the church. I tried to do as many things as I could to atone for this. But I want to tell you something, as God is my witness here tonight, this got in the way. Money got in the way. I had beautiful homes overlooking the lake. I had all the things that I wanted, and I ran because of the money. My ability to go and get $250,000 in research money took me away from telling the message. I ran for many years. What I want to tell you is that this is real. The microchip implant is real. Credit cards are failing. They can be counterfeited. The new smart card can be counterfeited. They can be stolen. They can be lost. All kinds of things can happen to a card. But you cannot lose your hand. Very quickly, they're going to move to this being in the hand. And I tell you, as a Christian, you cannot take this. No matter what anybody says, God's word says you cannot take it. No matter what they try to talk you into, God's word says don't take it. In Revelation 14, verse 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. It's very simple. God's word says to do not take it. Today, there have been over 15,000 babies that have been given the positive identification, the microchip. Many companies are using the microchip as identification in their top-level employees. The Immigration Naturalization Service has a better passport, the human hand. So many of these things are all around us. We talk about the signs of the New World Order. God has spelled out in his word just exactly what's going on today in the New World Order. Satan desires to have a one world government. From the time he fell, he said, I want a one world government. He wants to replace God. And so we see a government put together by men, a one world government. The signs of the times are all around us.
Hi, I'm Brad Callen, and in this video, I'm going to show you how anyone can quickly and easily create doodle videos, just like the one you're watching right now, using Doodly, our drag and drop doodle software that allows anyone, regardless of tech skills, to create highly engaging professional doodle videos in a matter of minutes. Because doodle videos are fun and engaging, they can get you more clicks, likes, shares, and most importantly, sales than any other type of video, which is why Doodly is now the video tool of choice for over 150,000 businesses all over the world in virtually every industry and profession that you can imagine. Doodle videos are perfect for marketing, teaching, fundraising, personal use, and even inspiring others. After all, one of the keys to a successful video is to capture your audience's attention and keep it for an extended period of time. And since you're still watching this video, you already know how great doodle videos are at doing just that. Not only are doodle videos incredibly captivating, but research shows that they massively boost learning and memory retention. As a result, viewers really absorb your message, making your videos that much more impactful. And even better, doodle videos can make complex or boring subjects fun and easy to understand. So let me quickly show you how simple and easy Doodly makes it to create an interesting professional video. All right, here I am inside the Doodly software, which is available for Mac and PC. You'll notice that you can choose the style of your video, selecting from whiteboard, blackboard, greenboard, glassboard, and for more advanced users, you can even use a green screen background, giving you lots of control over the video style. In this example, let's create a nice looking whiteboard doodle video. You'll notice that Doodly makes it super easy to create your own doodle videos with done-for-you scenes, hundreds of characters, a huge selection of props and images, royalty-free music, and even text. And for the ultimate in customization, you can even upload your own images, fonts, props, and music. Now to create a doodle video, it's really simple. First, I'll add a headline to get people's attention, then center it before adding a character. I like this one. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and add a prop too. I'll resize everything and voila, we have Steve reading a book on his chair. For the next slide, I'm going to do something a little different. Instead of adding a character or prop, I'm going to use one of Doodly's super convenient done-for-you scenes. So I'm going to simply drag and drop the scene I want right into my video. As you can see, Doodly is so easy to use that anyone can make doodle videos, even if they have zero tech or design skills. If you can click or drag your mouse, you can create a professional doodle video in a matter of minutes. Not only is creating a doodle video that simple, but we also have a bunch of really cool settings available too. Doodly allows you to customize your video with real hands, cartoon hands, or none at all, scene transitions with even camera panning, and our smart erase mode to provide the realistic feel that you're looking for. And with just a couple of mouse clicks, you can also easily switch between different doodle video types at any moment. I'll change the doodle video I just created from whiteboard to blackboard in less than 5 seconds. Plus, you can even record a voice.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Dr. Scott Perlman from Joss Medical Wellness and Medical Center here in Marietta, Georgia. Just want to go over a video here today talking a little bit about, the COVID vaccine that is on its way and working on its way very hard for all of us. But I want to go over this video that was sent to me that I noticed that is going around. I want to comment a little bit about that video, but I also want to give many thanks to this doctor because we need more medical doctors getting out there and talking this type of talk that we've been asking them to come and do for quite some time. And kudos to her for doing it because it's not easy. She makes it that a lot have been doing this over the time, but I don't agree with that. I don't agree with a couple of things she says, but overall she gives a dynamite message. And I want to recap some of this with all of you and share it with you because it's a lot of what I've been talking about for some time. And the response that I get is overwhelming great, but then you got the few out there that really still just refuse to get it. And it's coming. And this medical doctor is making it even clearer. And we need more of her getting out there and sharing that love and sharing the word and teaching people. Who am I, right? I'm just a doctor of chiropractic and I don't know anything, right? As I've been told. I'm not even a real doctor, whatever, right? We won't go there. And I don't need to go there. So there was a video that went out. Her name is Dr. Madej. And man, she really talked a really good game and a good video, bringing up about what's going on. But the one very special thing that I've been warning everybody about lately, she does not bring up in this video. And she should have and she probably just skipped her mind or whatever that it was. But she should have because I've been warning all of you about how 5G is going to connect to these vaccines. And you got to hear what some people say about me. It's like unbelievable, but they're about to find out. And you see all these, this video comes at a perfect time because you're starting to see these numbers climb, and they climb on COVID for a reason. They want the mass vaccination. And in this mass vaccination, you're going to see problems because she goes over what's in this vaccine when I've been telling you people for the past few months about nanotechnology, right? This is where it's coming in. And then she talks about DARPA. And, DARPA is the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency by the Pentagon and how they deal with this nanotechnology. And I was telling you folks so many weeks ago, so many months ago about the band being put on like a Band-Aid that you don't feel it with all the micro needling. And you're going to have the fecal DNA, the unborn DNA in there, the fetal DNA that's going to be in those micro needles and how it's going to affect our body. And people were writing, talking like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about. And I know this is there because I'm going to ramble off to you some of what she rambled off, because there are actual companies out there, vaccine companies, that are a part of creating this stuff. And who backs them all and donates to it all? Take a guess. Yeah, I think you all, you know, Mr. Gates himself has been investing hard. And this backs up over.
Now, as you can see, heavy interruption with trying to give the message. I'm just a messenger, so don't hold it against me. Like I said, I know a few minutes ago, maybe 10 minutes ago, I kind of let the ad run, but pretty much I'm gonna let this do the same. Let you think on what you just heard. You know, see, this is your listening skills. Are you paying attention? See, people have different strategies on how they do things, but like I said, this is my platform, doing this my way. I'm gonna let a few more of this clip play, and then we'll get right back to it. So just sit back and enjoy. Like I said, this was sent to me from an anonymous tip. You know what I mean? Research, baby. All day, every day, man. Information. You know, knowledge is the key. So, you know, wisdom and knowledge and understanding, you know, you can't go wrong. Especially if it's the wisdom of Yahweh. So, that being said, man, let's carry on.
The years, how now you'll get some of the naysayers on here talking about, well, Gates donates this and he donates that. And I said, let me tell you something what he's doing. A couple of things. They say, well, he's not a doctor, he's not a scientist and all this other business. He doesn't have to be. He's got the best, and I'll say it over and over again, he's got the best homeschool program that he's hired. He's hired all these companies, he bought these companies to teach him all this technology because this is what he wants. So he's learning it from them. It's that simple. It's no different than a homeschool child. He's learning from the best who he pays for. So he's spending millions around the world, making it like he's trying to be this good guy to make billions. That's it. You know, you can say whatever you want from there and do whatever you want with that from there. But that is the bottom line. Well, she goes on and she starts talking about, you know, man, this thing really just goes off on a tangent. She really.
I had to pause for a second. As he was just explaining that before, maybe about good 10 seconds ago, before I just stopped it, when he explained about Bill Gates, doesn't that seem like a damn cartoon that you know that wants to rule the world? Pinky and Brain. That's exactly what Bill Gates, what he just explained, how he is spending millions after he's already a billionaire, but he's spending millions to make billions. And learning from the tool that he is paying for? I mean, how smart is that? I mean, that's brilliant, right? But at the same time, like, it puts you back in the main frame of that cartoon. Like I said, we see this when they show this to us all the time, and we're blind to it. But when we start to see the truth, then we see right through it. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that they've been showing to us has just been the truth all along. What they about to do, hey, they got a plan for you, and we just so caught up in what we're doing to ourselves, and not even that. It's just like they took us, you know, our attention off our own creator, our God. That this is what it all explains to. So this evil person is just evil. He's just for himself. It's just for himself. I wouldn't even be surprised if this is the Antichrist they talking about. Like, so seriously. Like, I'm mean, come on. He putting himself in a position where he can be able to do all things to heal. Like, damn, you just heard what the man just said. Like, he said it just like that, man. Just plain and clear. He spent millions to make billions. So he's paying himself and teaching this. He's paying himself. He can just sit back. It puts me in the mind frame like he just sit back. He just pay you to put signs up here on these post boards. He pay us doctors to go save these people, get their files and doctor records and all this old stuff, what works on, what type of drugs works with this certain disease, and buku, he has a database, they all giving it to him. It's like he got the whole world in his hands. Like, seriously. That's what it sounds to me. I mean, if that's not the clearest example of what I'm trying to explain to you people about, like, words are powerful. Like I said, just like clearly you can hear that, man. But that is, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Really brings in the nanotechnology about this COVID vaccine that is going to be here, and it's a DNA manipulator. The ingredients in there are not proven; they're not tested or anything to it on any human being. And I'm going to repeat that in here, and you're going to hear it, you're going to see it. She got into talking about hydrogel, and the hydrogel is injected underneath the skin with nanotechnology. Again, that's no different than whether you get this here in the arm or if you get it from the band. The idea is to get it into your body so that your body starts growing this stuff inside of you. So the bigger question now starts coming, which some of the questions were raised. Does it interfere with being an actual human anymore? Because this is going to change who you are. It's going to change your DNA. You were born with that DNA. You need to understand. Look up DNA if you don't get it. DNA is your blueprint to who you are and how things develop, from the proteins to your cell development, everything of who you are, who Scott Perlman is, who Jane, Mary, Bill, and Tom are out there. Okay? That's why there's no two of the same. Okay? So this is what's in this stuff. And she goes on to talk about it. Effects. She goes on talking about DNA coding, binary coding, and manipulate the genes, and it's going to be synthetically. It's going to rewrite the human health code, and they're trying to get it legal, but they can't because they can't prove that it's safe. There's no studies on human beings, but yet they want to rush this thing and make us take it. You got to understand now, they're screaming how these numbers are going up, but what have you been hearing? If you're involved in anything, reading anywhere, you got to see that the medical doctors and the nurses are out there purposely falsifying COVID testing and getting it back positive without ever testing it on a human being. And they're starting to raise the question of why. How's that possible? Here's what I've been telling you along with
Again, another heavy interruption on the truth. So people, I'm just saying.
What if I told you you could go back 50? Yes, 50 generations of your family that you
as you can see, I did pause it right before I put myself on camera. So as you can see, the trolls, the the bugs, the bots, when you spreading the truth, we know, so that's why I'm trying to be careful, you know, so I can get the truth out there. So, unless otherwise, after I share this, they would take this down. But like I said, I'm just viewing it just as fresh, just like as I'm sharing it. So with that being said, I'm just doing this for the people, the love of my people, the love of the world. Really, actually, I mean, I don't have that type of spirit to hate. What if you black or white, yellow, purple, green, blue, and then I don't have that type of spirit to hate you. I mean, we can all work together, live once among each other, and love one another. But for us like the killing and all this, what's going on, I'm not in that type of spirit of asking none of that to come my way. But as a man, I'm gonna protect my own. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I'm just being real. I am. And it's no question behind that. I stand on my word with what I just said, and I'm comfortable in dying in my space, and I know where I will be after I leave this place because I know you can't kill this spirit. It's just the point of that I'm tired of being lied to, and I had to do my researching, and I had to do my soul searching, and I had to do my work, and I had to walk this walk alone. As I'm walking it with my brothers and sisters, I'm speaking and trying to be as truthful and helpful to one another. But you people, you turn your cheeks. It's cool sometimes to turn your cheeks if it's on some folly stuff or some bull crap. You know what I mean? I don't have time to really interact with trying to get a bag by selling drugs to my people or none of that. I'm more about being creative, trying to create jobs for other folks, not only for other folks, but mainly for my own family to break a curse of what's so been oversaid of many families. That's the color of me. As the world today, as the language today, as the mindset that we have today, that we say this is a color, it's just a race of people, man. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually, I don't care who don't like me. I don't care anymore. But the person who don't like me, they gonna like me even more because you gonna understand that I ain't had nothing against you from day one. I'm not there to hurt you or judge you or persecute you. It's all about your actions. You know what I'm saying? You have to live your life. So with information that we got, man, we so far in the future, but who says it's just the future? It's just a stage. It's just the next level. You graduating. You know what I'm saying? Some graduating, they get promoted. So they get the extra step. They in another. Excuse me. Man, I done had that food. It was some good food. Sunday's best, right? But they have advanced to the next level. You know what I'm saying? The level that we're still in right now, we're still balancing out. We're unbalanced. There's a lot of unbalanced things that's going on. That's why the frequency is the way it is, man. Some can tune to what I'm saying or understand what I'm saying. Some may not. Their frequency might be like low, very low. That's why some people can relate to that low, that lowness. Me, I used to be in that dark place, man. I'm thankful that, I'm not there no more. No more. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna give y'all the real. You know, I say the real because I know real. Really, everyone actually lies, but I'm real. You know what I'm saying? But my L is loyalty. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I had to tell a lie to you, it's gonna be a silent truth. You will understand that because I was speaking to you. I feel like I can say something in a different meaning, and you be like, yeah, well, but it means something. Words mean something. Just like our names, like everyone. Your name could be John, but you could be Pookie. You know what I'm saying? Just use that for example. Just to give that to make a point. But mm, let's carry on, man. Let's carry on.
Other speakers that are out there telling you that there's another agenda, a bigger agenda. And this mask crap and this rioting stuff, yeah, is the rioting serious? Yes, it is. But the mask and the rioting is a cover up for this crap that is going to come. And you're talking about all these other bills, the H Bill 5717, where it has what to do with your rights of buying a gun and collecting ammunition to where they're going to tax this like 35 to 50% higher. Bills like HB 6666, where they can come into your home and test you. And if your child comes up positive, they'll grab your child from you. And if you get in the way, you'll be thrown to the floor and arrested. And they will take your child. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for that? Because these are all the little things that nobody's paying in mind. Because the big story of the day is the dead man.
Did y'all just hear what this person just said, man? Just imagine that right now. Just imagine that. Your whole family chilling. We cooling it, right? We done been outside. We done been a couple of places, you know what I'm saying? Since the city had opened up to phase 3, was about to go to phase 4, and then all of a sudden it went back to phase 2. Think about it. They said that before, like when the there was some soldiers in the projects over there, you know what I'm saying? And that was doing mandatory testing. This is in my city. You know what I'm saying? I can just imagine it could be across the nation or the globe. Can you imagine this, man? This is the government. This is an agenda that they have forced upon us to go along. And if you, just like they took our jobs away, right? But we so eager to go back to work for these people that took our jobs away. But those people are the ones who's paying, and those are the ones who's giving the information back to Bill Gates. You know what I'm saying? Remember what I just said? Remember 15 minutes ago what he just said? Like, remember? Come on, y'all. When are we gonna wake up? Why is we keep killing each other when they already got something planned for us? So what we have to do is counterattack, right? Why are we not counterattacking what their agenda and what they're trying to do? But that's crazy, yo. Let's keep going on. Carry on. fair use purposes only. Because I am the host and I am the most hated person on social media. And these are facts. I mean, facts. Straight up.
Mask, which none of them work. But it's your choice with the mask. I don't say no to that. If I got patients, I was busy in reading anywhere. You got to see that the medical doctors and the nurses are out there purposely falsifying COVID testing and getting it back positive without ever get it legal, but they can't because they can't prove that it's safe. There's no studies on human beings, but yet they want to rush this thing and make us take it. You got to understand coding, binary coding, and manipulate the genes, and it's going to be synthetically. It's going to rewrite the human health code, and they're trying to get it legal, but they can't because they can't prove that it's safe. There's no studies on human beings, but yet they want to rush this thing and make us take it. You got to understand now, they're screaming how these numbers are going up, but what have you been hearing? If you're involved in anything, reading anywhere, you got to see that the medical doctors and the nurses are out there purposely falsifying COVID testing and getting it back positive without ever testing it on a human being. And they're starting to raise falsifying COVID testing and getting it. If you're involved in anything, reading anywhere, you got to see that the medical doctors and the nurses are out there purposely falsifying COVID testing. If you're involved in anything, reading anywhere, you got to see that the medical doctors and the nurses are out there purposely falsifying COVID testing and getting it back positive without ever falsifying COVID testing, falsifying COVID testing, falsifying COVID testing, falsifying COVID testing, and getting it back positive without ever testing it on a human being. And they're starting to raise the question of why. How's that possible? Here's what I've been telling you along with other speakers that are out there telling you, that there's another agenda, a bigger agenda. And this mask crap and this rioting stuff, yeah, is the rioting serious? Yes, it is. And this mask crap and this rioting stuff, yeah, is the rioting serious? Yes, it is. But the mask and the rioting is a cover-up for this crap that is going to come. And this mask crap and this rioting stuff, yeah, is the rioting serious? Yes, it is. COVID testing and getting it back positive without ever testing it on a human being. Here's what I've been telling you along with other speakers that are out there telling you. Here's what I've been telling you along with other speakers that are out there telling you. Here's what I've been telling you along with other speakers that are out there telling you. And this mask crap and this rioting stuff, yeah, is the rioting serious? Yes, it is. But the mask and the rioting is a cover-up for this crap that is going to come. And you're talking about all these other bills, the H Bill 5717, where it has what to do with your rights of buying a gun and collecting ammunition to where they're going to tax this like 35 to 50% higher. Bills like HB 6666, where they can come into your home and test you in a gun and collecting ammunition to where they're going to tax this like 35 to 50% higher. Bills like HB 6666, where they can come into your home and test you in a gun and collecting ammunition to where they're going to tax this like 35 to 50% higher. Bills like HB 6666, where they can come into your home and test you, and if your child comes up positive, 35 to 50% higher. Bills like HB 6666, where they can come into your home and test you. Your child comes up positive. And if you get in the way, your home and test you. And if your child comes up positive, your home and test you. And if your child comes up positive, your home and test you. And if your child comes up 66, where they can come into your home and test you. Where they can come into your home and test you. And if your child comes up positive, they'll grab your child from you and if your home and test you. And if your child comes up positive, they'll grab your child from your home and test you. And if your child comes up positive, they'll grab your child from you. And if you get in the way, And if you get in the way, you'll be thrown to the floor and arrested. And they will take you. And if you get in the way, you'll be thrown to the floor and arrested. And they will take your child. Are you ready for that? And if you get in the way, you'll be thrown to the floor and arrested. And they will take your child. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for that? Because these are all the little. Are you ready for that? Because these are all the little things. These are all the little things that. These are all the little things that nobody's. These are all the little things that nobody's paying mind. Because the story of the day is the damn mask, which none of them work. But it's your choice with the mask. Story of the day is the damn mask, which none of them work. But it's your choice with the story of the day is the damn mask, which none of them work. But it's your choice with the mask. I don't say no to that. If I got patients, I was busy today, and I want to do this video as quick as I can because I got to go back. Because I'm very busy this afternoon. But, you know, I had patients coming in with that mask. You want to wear it, that's fine. You get down on the table, please remove it because you won't be able to breathe down there. But we clean and scrub tables down between every patient, and we burn essential oils in the office and so forth, and get the air going, sterilizing, and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, while everybody's out there screaming, shouting, all this other stuff is going on that nobody seems to be paying attention to. But anyway, while everybody's out there screaming, shouting, all this other stuff is going on that nobody seems to be paying attention to. And I've been spewing it along with others, and you better start getting awake at the switch. And you better start getting awake at the switch. And you better start getting awake at the switch. Because it's real. You can call me whatever you want. They got people calling me all kinds of names out there. Getting awake at the switch. Because it's real. You can call me whatever you want. Because it's real. You can call me whatever you want. They got people calling me all kinds of names out there, including not even a real doctor, whatever. I spent 6 hard years in school and broke my butt. I'm not even board certified once, twice, 3 times. I'm nationally board certified 4 times, and I can practice anywhere in the world. Now, I'm not an MD, and I'm not a PhD, and I'm not a mad scientist. There's a place for all of those, like there's a place for me. And I did my anatomy and physiology. The first 4 years, chiropractic, like there's a place for me. Like there's a place for me. And I did my anatomy and physiology. And in the first 4 years, chiropractors get about 145 more hours than MDs do in that department. But that's okay. You know, we all have our place in where we fit. If we could only come together and work together, have our place in where we fit. If we could only come together, have our place in where we fit. If we could only come together and work together for all of us, what an amazing job we can do. And that's kind of the end message that I want to say about this Dr. Madej, is that I'm glad she's finally come up front, but we need more of her, more of the MDs coming actually forward like she is, getting in groups with us alternative medicine people, or more doctors of chiropractic, naturopath, homeopath, in the street, with all the families, with all of us in the streets. We need more of the MDs out there. And she's claiming that they've been yelling and screaming this for a long time, and I don't doubt it. I believe her when she says that. But I also know, like I know, because if they scream too loud, they get cut off at the knees, and their income gets cut, or their job gets misplaced, or they put them somewhere else, and they demean them, and their career is in jeopardy. After spending, what, $250,000 on education. I couldn't.
There's a simple passive income business that allows you to be free. You probably don't know about it, but let me tell you what you do know about: billboards.
Agree more. And I feel her passion because she gets upset when she does this video. What I want her to understand, this is the same stuff that's been going on for years, that parents have been crying about, the side effects of their children and their families from these vaccines that we've been screaming about for many years that have not been properly tested. And we're looking at from the DTaP to MMR to chickenpox to polio, you name it. Not one of them, not any of the first 135 vaccinations have a double-blind placebo saline test on it. Not, you name it. Not one of them, not any of the first 135 vaccinations have a double-blind placebo saline test on it. Not have a double-blind placebo saline test on it. Not one. The fact that's out there. So I commend her for coming forward because, man, I'm going to go over this quickly. She gives a lot of really good, information here. Genetic engineered, GMO, Monsanto, human potentiated, gene modified, recombinant DNA, making us like GMO seed. That means you're going to be a GMO at one point. That's what they want to do, is alter this here. And I'm going to connect this to 5G, and I'm going to show you. She talked about Anivio vaccine, Gates back, GlaxoSmithKline vaccine, and Moderna vaccine backed by Gates. All three of these companies are backed by Gates. He's over here donating millions and millions of dollars, never ever used in human trials, being fast-tracked. Yeah, because they want this in. And they don't want Donald Trump getting reelected either, which he is going to get reelected. No placebo, double-blind, saline test with no sound science, as he says. And she is saying that so correctly, because this is what we've been shooting out about all these other vaccines over the years. It's not just this vaccine. It's all the common vaccines they've been shooting into these kids for years. And now we're here where we're at. Look where the cancer rates are. Look where the diabetes rates are. Look at all these big-time health problems that we have today, costing the medical industry billions of dollars a year to feed and to try to get the sick well. We lose 1,500 people a day to cancer. You think they want some pot plant or juicing or vegetables curing it? It's not. 1,500 people a day to cancer. To feed and to try to get the sick well. Big time health problems that we have today, costing the medical industry billions of dollars a year to feed and to try to get the sick well. We lose 1,500 people a day to cancer. You think they want some pot plant or juicing or vegetables curing it? There's no money in wellness care. It's not personal, it's business for them. If everybody gets healthy, who are you selling your crap to? No one. That's the picture people need to start seeing here. Never ever used in human trials, being fast-tracked, right? Exempt, like any other vaccine, right? Exempt from control studies and the law. No evidence is needed other than they can prove that it creates antibodies in the body. That ain't enough. That ain't it. Just because it's recognized doesn't mean it's doing its job. We see that with all the other vaccines that have been created over the years. You cannot hold them accountable in a lawsuit. No kidding. That law started up in the 1970s and was finalized in the early to mid 1980s that you can no longer hold your pediatrician responsible. I've been saying it for months with my 5G videos that the two that are going to be very hurt by this are the young and the elderly, because the immune system is not strong enough. And they don't know. This is where we as parents need to get more and more educated and share this stuff and teach people. So what is the purpose she got into talking about? Manipulating cells. She went into with cancer, diploid cells, and so forth. This is exactly what they've been doing with vaccines for a long time. She's not talking about anything new here, but I will say I'm happy that she's come out. But man, this is a story that lots of parents, thousands and thousands of parents have been speaking. And like Robert Kennedy Jr. and Del Bigtree, and Dr. Wakefield and Polly, and you got Dr. Suzanne Humphreys and so many others that have been out there spewing this, that the science is not there and it's not safe for many years. We need more MDs like her coming out and talking it. Walk the walk and talk the talk with the rest of us. That would help a great deal. That's what is needed here. So she got into talking about, that the diploid cells, about MMR, chickenpox, polio, Hep B, Hep C. Hello. This is nothing new. This is what we've been screaming about, right? So there's the scientists from a company called Provella in Italy, and talking about oncogenesis and cancer. This is stuff that they're talking about, the COVID vaccine. They're testing, and they're saying that this could cause cancer and other problems and disease. This is what they're showing. And also that it could be used as a bioweapon. This is not a joke, folks. This is real stuff. This is not sci-fi thought anymore. This is real. Kids at risk. Again, she talked about that. low immunity, and I put in there the elderly. That's something that I've been talking about. Follow the money with this whole damn thing, because all these people that are doing all this, meanwhile, and all that's been going on, they're making bank money, ridiculous money off of us. And watching, the puppeteers are just watching all the puppets scrambling around. Please wake up at the switch. So she got into talking about some interesting stuff here about 3 German companies. Back in 2011, CureVac was given $33 million in an RNA study. 2013, Moderna, which is I think was donated $25 million, also in an RNA vaccine study, along with Inovio back in 2015, $45 million, not only for an RNA but also a DNA nanotechnology. So there's that nanotechnology again. These microchipping things that will connect. Okay, what are they going to connect to? Your smartphone, your app, the health app that's on your phone, the COVID app that's on your phone that you can't get off. You can shut it, but you can't get it off. I did a video on that a couple of weeks ago, right? Everything she's talking about, a lot of people are talking about, but I'm just glad she's a medical doctor coming out with it. I'm extremely proud of her, and it upset her. She was upset because she's feeling it, and she knows the truth. All been backed by the Bill Gates Foundation. Every one of those moves, that German company, all 3 of those German companies that I mentioned, she mentions that's been backed by the Gates Foundation. Can't get away from these products. They want to try to license it, but they cannot license it because they can't show any proof that it increases immunity in human trials. And they're trying hard. Does that sound like a vaccine you want to take? Can't you just see, because they're boosting up these numbers, that they're just going to shove it down our throats and make it sound like this is a good thing for you? You better think again. DARPA is, which I mentioned earlier, which is the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency. She went on to talking about that they also focus on RNA and DNA vaccines, product altering our bodies, and again with the sticker microneedling in the humans at a genetic level. And that's Gates again talking. And shoot, he was talking about that back in 2015 and 17 on TED TV. This stuff is real, folks. This is not conspiracy. This is not maybe. Look up these companies I'm mentioning to you in this video here. Please get awake at the switch is all I got to say. God almighty, we can help maybe change this and stop this if we stick together. And again, I'll say it lately all the time. I don't care if you're black, white, orange, polka dot, or purple. It means nothing. We're all children of God. And if we don't wake up and see that, we're going to have a problem. We need to stick together in this. Educate each other. Be there for each other. God almighty. 2012, DARPA formed a network in us by using your thoughts. So check this out. She gets in there talking about, now, if this gets injected in you, and some idiot behind a computer, which I spoke about, can connect the computer system, and this is where I spoke about 5G connecting, because 5G is going to connect to that stuff in your body. And this guy behind the computer is going to be able to see what you're doing, what's going on, and what's happening with you. Your thoughts, just something that you think about, they're going to be able to track that. That's a scary thought. That's all going to be delivered through an artificial intelligence through the human brain, which tells me this gets through the blood-brain barrier, which means it's going to have other things in it, like the vaccines do, how aluminum and the mercury get in the brain by these adjuvants like polysorbate 80, allows that to penetrate through the blood-brain barrier, getting into your brain, and swells the brain, which another bunch of MDs on Twitter and nurses mocked the living crap out of me, told me I was out of my mind. Now I'm totally ludicrous that that's called a neurotoxin, and they're trying to tell me that it's not, and it doesn't inflame the brain. You better get back into your medical books and look at it, because it is a neurotoxin, and it does inflame the brain. Get educated. God almighty, are you freaking kidding me? It really upsets me. It just does. And they're using the children. And these vaccines. Using the children. And these vaccines. Using the children. And these vaccines. And these vaccines, it really upsets me. It just does. And they're using the children. And these vaccines, oh, man. It's going to be connected. They're going to have a brain-machine interface that's going to use and connect to your brain and your body and your cells inside your body. So it just so happens that DARPA also and these vaccines, oh, man. It's going to be connected. They're going to have a brain-machine interface that's going to use and connect to your brain, and that's going to use and connect to your brain, and that's going to use and connect to your brain, and your that's going to use and connect to your brain. It's going to use and connect to your brain and your body and your cells. Manufactures the hydrogels that we were talking about. Also makes and manufactures the hydrogels that we were talking about earlier that she mentions. That could be put into a syringe or to the band needling through nanotechnology, going into your blood, and that stuff grows. It gets injected under the skin for monitoring. Going into your blood, and that stuff grows.
Information. And the way that it has been being done is they have taken the civilizational advancement of African Egyptians and perverted it. Okay? Let me give you an example. Paper. Okay? Let me take this down real quick. Paper. I'll tell you why the African invention of paper is so important. Paper revolutionized how we share data. Data is just the accumulation of facts. So before paper, everything was oral or everything had to be carved in stone. What paper allowed me to do was to send you a message. So we wouldn't even have a postal service if it was not for Africans inventing paper with papyrus. On top of the fact, we are the only race of people who have ever literally had a golden age. And gold conducts electricity. So what these Greeks did, and the reason I'm bringing up the Greeks is because the Democratic Party still has a Greek psychology. And this is why they beef with black people, because the Greeks are the ones who helped destroy Egypt out of jealousy. What the Greeks did was they viewed our use.
Are you tired of the media spinning the truth and pushing false narratives? Well, take a look at this. Over the last 3 years, while the establishment media was pushing false narratives.
Joe Biden's announcement of Kamala Harris as VP, well, it contained a telling tidbit. This is what he said in the written statement. I've decided that Kamala Harris is the best person to help me take this fight to Donald Trump and Mike Pence, and then to lead this nation starting in January 2021. Wait, to lead this nation? Wait, wasn't that you supposed to be on the top of the ticket doing all that leading for us, Joe? You know, that whole presidency thing? Come on, man. Even Joe's with it enough to understand that he's not really going to be running the show if he wins in November.
It has to be demonstrated that whomever I pick is two things. One, is capable of immediately being president, because I'm an old guy, okay? No, but I'm serious.
Well, now that we know who will really be taking the reins in a Biden administration, let's take a look at what she'll do if they're elected. Today, the New York Times went the absurd route of touting the senator as a, quote, moderate. Of course, the opposite is the case. For starters, her position on illegal border crossings.
I believe if someone crosses over the border, it's illegally, it is illegal, and you would decriminalize it.
I would not make it a crime punishable by jail.
Of course not. Come on in, bienvenidos. And what about taxpayer-funded health care for all those new undocumented Democrats?
Raise your hand if your government plan would provide coverage for undocumented immigrants. Okay, let me start.
Don't you love the hand raise questions? I love those. What about abortion?
I'm going to put in place and require that states that have a history of passing legislation that is designed to prevent or limit a woman's access to reproductive health care, that those laws have to come before my Department of Justice for a review.
That's called pre-clearance. That means partial birth abortion, greenlit under President Harris. And she loves socialized medicine.
Do you think eliminating private insurance would be a socialist idea?
No. Okay. So I strongly believe that we need to have Medicare for all.
Do you think that's socialist or not, Medicare for all?
No. It's about providing health care to all people.
Yeah, it's worked out well for California, everything they're trying out there. And did I mention that Kamala also wants to take your guns away?
Upon being elected, I will give the United States Congress 100 days to get their act together and have the courage to pass reasonable gun safety laws. And if they fail to do it, then I will take executive action.
Yeah, reasonable gun safety, a little commaology needed there. Here come the guns. The Times also, by the way, called her pragmatic. We say that's fraudulent. Tulsi Gabbard exposed Kamala as a phony on criminal justice.
Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president. She put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana.
And I am proud of making a decision to not just give fancy speeches or be in a legislative body and give speeches on the floor.
The people who suffered under your reign as prosecutor, you owe them an apology.
Tulsi Gabbard just took her apart. Do you remember that debate? Now, furthermore, Senator Harris basically accused Joe Biden of being a racist on national TV.
It was hurtful to hear you talk about the reputations of two United States senators who built their reputations and career on the segregation of race. You also worked with them to oppose busing. And, you know, there was a little girl in California.
Information. And the way that it has been being done is they have taken the civilizational advancement which actually was never once. And so we don't know where we're going because nobody really knows where they came from except for me and a few other people. And so with that being said, these people have been brainwashing us since birth using information. And the way that it has been being done is they have taken the civilizational advancement of African Egyptians and perverted it. Okay, let me give you an example. Paper. Okay, let me take this down real quick. Paper. I'll tell you why the African invention of paper is so important. Paper revolutionized how we share data. Data is just the accumulation of facts. So before paper, everything was oral or everything had to be carved in stone. What paper allowed me to do was to send you a message. So we wouldn't even have a postal service if it was not for Africans inventing paper with papyrus. On top of the fact, we are the only race of people who have ever literally had a golden age. And gold conducts electricity. So what these Greeks did, and the reason I'm bringing up the Greeks is because the Democratic Party still has a Greek psychology. And this is why they beef with black people, because the Greeks are the ones who helped destroy Egypt out of jealousy. What the Greeks did was they viewed our use of metals and resources as a form of wealth. And we didn't see it as wealth because gold in Africa at the time was as common as dust. It was gold everywhere. So we built our architecture out of gold in order to conduct electricity. So that way we can power our civilization. Like getting prosecutors from other nations fired on behalf of bribery. So I've played phone calls on this channel of Joe Biden on the phone committing bribery crimes. So it's not a secret. So you have to ask yourself, why the fuck would Joe Biden choose this bitch as his vice president? And I said, damn, for an evil motherfucker to see you as second in command, you gotta be an evil motherfucker. And as I get to looking in this bitch a little deeper than I normally do, looking into this bitch, not only do I find out this bitch is a dirtbag, oh, she's in them WikiLeaks emails. Oh, her name, oh, her sister. Listen, Podestas are about to come up in this live stream, along with Maya Harris, who attended a pizza party with the Podestas. So Kamala Harris, okay, is not only a lying ass, dirty, grimy ass bitch, but according to WikiLeaks, her or her sister have firsthand knowledge in child pedophilia and sacrifice. Let's be clear on that. So the reason that this is important is because I just want to know this before we start. How the fuck is Joe Biden even free, let alone running for president? And how the fuck does Joe Biden get to nominate this bitch to run for vice president when she's no better than him? So I just want to say this before I get started, specifically to the Democratic Party. I'm not even going to give you a history lesson. We're going to start at slavery. We know you was against slavery. We know you created the KKK in order to kill us and keep us out of politics. We know about Jim Crow. We know about segregation. We know about lynchings. We know about vaccines. Everything you motherfuckers have done to us from about 1860 till today, we know. We know you helped kill Malcolm. We know everything. We know about the war on drugs, flooding our community with drugs and guns. We know that Robert Maxwell, who's an Israeli spy and a Jew, had ownership of the Macmillan, which then the curriculum became a part of the McGraw-Hill, which is being used in public schools today, specifically inner cities, which purposely don't teach us our history. We know that y'all are dumbing us down and that y'all are literally trying to genocide our community. And you are committing biological, psychological, and physiological warfare on our communities. But that shit apparently didn't set my people off. But I don't give a fuck because I'm not waiting on my people no more. I'm going to tell y'all what set me off. These children. And y'all think we don't know. And I don't give a fuck how many acting classes you take. I don't give a fuck how much of a straight face you keep on the news. Bitch, we know that you trafficking them kids. Not just black, whites, but all kids. 12 million babies get trafficked a year. The average age is 12. I read an article the other day that damn near made me cry. And I read an article the other day. They said that they rescued a 2-year-old baby from being in the process of being human trafficked sexually. A 2-year-old. And they said by the time they got to the baby had already been raped by 24 men. The baby got raped so bad, they had to rearrange the baby intestines. So I'm going to tell y'all bitches what? I don't give a fuck about no police. I don't give a fuck about no FBI. I don't give a fuck about no CIA. Keep touching these motherfucking kids. And we gonna run through this bitch. If I gotta run through this motherfucker, man, listen. It's not gonna be no games with y'all. It's not gonna be no games with y'all. It's not gonna be no games with y'all. If law enforcement will not protect these babies, bitch, we got to do it. I don't want to hear nothing about no rape. Listen, they said they raped a 2-year-old baby. 24 men. They had to rearrange the baby intestines during surgery. And I'm going to tell you what, this motherfucker Joe Biden, brother, on an island 9 miles from Epstein Island. So I'm going to tell you what, Joe, I'm not going to play with you, nigga. I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore in this country. I don't want to hear shit about no trusted plan. Fuck the plan. Why is these motherfuckers not in jail? Why is these motherfuckers on TV talking to us like they not committing the worst crimes? And you got all these black people, Spanish people, locked up for weed, locked up for having a gun. And you raping kids? Okay. So I'm just letting y'all know I don't give a fuck no more. I don't give a fuck no more. Don't nobody say nothing to me. Don't nobody say shit to me. I don't give a fuck no more. If Donald Trump is unable to drain this swamp, we gonna drain this bitch. So I just want to let y'all know, the Democratic Party, we owe you one, motherfucker. We owe you bitches. Matter of fact, we owe you 3. We owe you 3. And I can't wait until you motherfuckers sign that check. So let me get this ain't no threat. This ain't no none of that. This is a motherfucking fact. We owe you 3. You fucked up Egypt and every civilization we had after that. You fucked up the black community and everything we tried to do from Black Wall Street on. Now you trafficking babies from Haiti. Now you got Bill Gates raping black kids in Africa. Now y'all raping 2-year-olds to the point they got to get intestinal surgery. Nigga, let me tell y'all something. Bitch, at this point, I am the military. At this point, I am. So y'all keep playing. I'm not playing no games in this country. This shit got to stop. This shit ain't no going back to living normal. Ain't no acting like I don't. Bitch, this shit got to stop or who won it. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. And speaking of that, let's just jump right in. Let's just jump right in. Let's just jump right in. You bitches. You bitches. They arrested Millie Weaver. You gonna arrest Millie Weaver? You gonna arrest Millie Weaver for trying to save the country? And Joe Biden can run for president and he got an island 9 miles from Epstein Island? What? Hillary Clinton. Trafficking, the bitch got caught. The bitch got caught. Trafficking the motherfucking babies from Haiti. My people. And this bitch is sitting at home like it's cool. And you're going to arrest Millie Weaver for trying to do you and your family a favor. For trying to do her. Millie Weaver is more of a motherfucking soldier than anybody in the motherfucking military. Facts. Millie Weaver has contributed to the safety of this country more than anybody that's been to Afghanistan. Okay? Because that was made up. World War I, presidents influenced that war. Every world war we've had has been funded and instigated by the elites. I'm talking about a pure war that's righteously fought. This information war. Millie Weaver. Give her a motherfucking Purple Heart. You gonna arrest Millie Weaver? I don't give a fuck what you say she did, bitch. Why you ain't arrest these motherfuckers? Why is the Democratic Party not arrested? So I'm going in today, and I'm gonna be sweating because I left my fan in the other room, and I don't feel like going to get it. So fuck it. But let's just read. Let's just read, man. Before I go in on come out, I have to give Millie Weaver a shout out, and it's one thing I could critique her on, but I'm not gonna do it publicly. I'm gonna wait until the day affords itself where I can talk to her, and I'm gonna tell her what I believe she should have did different law enforcement. Okay, I don't believe she shouldn't have. It's a lot of shit she should have did different. But with that being said, okay, they got this woman, okay, locked the fuck up for robbery, tampering with evidence, obstruction of justice, domestic violence. Now I know a lot of y'all about to say, well, if you do the crime, blah, 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 blah. It don't say pedophilia on there. It don't say human trafficking on there. It don't say treason on there. It don't say trying to assassinate the president 6 fucking times on there. It don't say sending, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna post a small clip of my Jeffrey Epstein lecture on this page. Because most of y'all don't know the lawyer who killed the judge's son, he was an ex-Israeli Mossad agent. They put a hit out on that judge because the judge is presiding over Epstein case, specifically with the Douche Bank, because the Douche Bank knowingly allowed Jeffrey Epstein to launder money through his bank as well as fund his pedophilic organization while knowing he was a pedophile. So the Douche Bank is in just as much trouble as Epstein. And they tried to knock the judge on Israel. And y'all motherfuckers don't even got enough balls to tell us that on the news. That the Israeli government sent a motherfucking assassin over here to kill one of our judges. Bitch. But you gonna arrest Millie Weaver? This country weak. Weak ass country. What the fuck going on with this country? This is a weak ass country. I ain't never seen this country this weak in my motherfucking life. I never thought I would say this. Where are my racist white people at? We need you. We need you. We need you now. We don't need no more motherfucking Justin Biebers, Ashton Kutcher. Where are my racist whites at? Where you at? Because y'all the only ones with some heart around this bitch. Where you at? Where are the white people that was kicking niggas out? That was telling niggas, you can't get served here. Can y'all come back out, please? Because we got some motherfuckers in this country we got to deal with. We got some and if you could tell me I can't come in your bakery and I'm from this land, then you better be ready to tell Israel to get the fuck out. Where am I racist? Where is somebody? Because these motherfuckers is weak. Weak. Coward ass country. And this country is gonna fall for nothing else other than the fact everybody is a pussy. And you scared to call it like it is. Weak. Weak. But let me keep it moving. Right? Because you're going to arrest Millie Weaver, right? You're going to arrest Millie Weaver. But this bitch, who was supposed to be testifying about them emails, this bitch don't got to testify no more. So I got a question. How the fuck Millie Weaver is worthy of being arrested for whatever the fuck y'all saying she did? But Hillary Clinton, who committed money laundering, Bill Clinton during his presidency committed money laundering with China and gave them missiles and then distracted us with the Monica Lewinsky shit. Bitch got caught trafficking kids from Haiti. Bitch got caught stealing $500 million from Haiti and only built 6 houses. The bitch Hillary Clinton helped create racist ass institutional policies against blacks. The bitch Hillary Clinton is a compulsive liar. The bitch got caught trafficking kids. The bitch damn near live at Comet Ping Pong. The bitch all in them Podesta emails. The bitch literally said in multiple emails I showed on this channel, she want to sacrifice kids to Moloch. Told the bitch Huma Abedin, bring the hammer to Comet Ping Pong because nothing gets her heart going like child sacrifice night. The bitch got nuclear codes on a public server. The bitch got over 60 motherfucking friends that committed suicide. This bitch is a motherfucking, what's the name of that spider with the red mark on the back? I don't know, a Black Widow. This bitch is a Black Widow. And y'all ain't even think about charging this bitch. And then the bitch get a C subpoena and the bitch delete over 30 to 60,000 emails. on top of the 650,000 other emails they found on Anthony Weiner's laptop. 9 out of them 12 police seen it all commit suicide. The bitch got a whole video on Anthony Weiner's laptop of her murdering and sexually abusing children, which they've already confirmed it on Fox News. Bitch, I got the screenshot. So this bitch has been factually caught for child abuse at the minimum. And y'all gonna sit here and say the bitch ain't gotta testify about what y'all found on the email server? Fuck these motherfucking, and I can't say the word, but you know a word I want to play. You know a word I want to say. Fuck y'all bitches. I'm tired of this motherfucking country. I'm tired of this motherfucker. Clean this bitch up now. Trump, clean this bitch up. And we don't want to executions for everybody. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling. Trump said he feeling like a wartime bitch, I'm feeling like a wartime citizen. Executions for everybody. If the military scared, give me the power, Trump, and I'll pop every last one of these motherfuckers. Give me the motherfucking military authority for 30 days. I don't even want to keep the shit. You give me 30 days, Trump, and you give me a team of 10 niggas that's with that action, and we'll clean this whole bitch out. We'll clean this bitch out. Because this country is gonna fall if we don't. And you mark my words. You mark my words on that. But let me zoom in, right? Because it's funny how the motherfucking judges that said this bitch don't gotta testify was appointed by Bill Clinton. Isn't that a coincidence? Isn't that a coincidence? The bitch don't gotta testify, but the judges that said she don't gotta testify was appointed by her people. Okay, let's get into the article. And I'm gonna whack this bitch one good time before I go in on Kamala. I don't like this bitch at all. I don't even like the way this bitch look. I don't like this bitch. I don't like the bitch name. We need to ban the name. We need to make it to where it's illegal for you to name your kids Hillary. It's illegal. Don't use that name. That name need to be banned from this planet. We need to delete that motherfucking name out of all world dictionaries and vocabulary indexes and just ban the motherfucking name from human consciousness. But let me go in on her ass. Let me sip my chlorophyll water and we going in. Let's get it in. This is from the Epoch Times, right? August 15, 2020. Hillary Clinton does not have to testify on private email server. Appeals court rule. This gotta be a fucking joke. This gotta be a fucking joke. Is this a fucking joke? What is this, a fucking... Okay. A 3-judge federal appeals court panel on Friday overturned an order for Hillary Clinton to sit for a deposition over her use of a private email server for government work while she was Secretary of State from 2019 to 2013. The order reverses a lower court decision that had granted conservative watchdog group Judicial Watch a request to depose Clinton and her former chief of staff, okay, Cheryl Mills, over the emails. The case comes from an ongoing Freedom of Information Act lawsuit that Judicial Watch filed against the U.S. Department of State back in 2014, initially seeking emails related to the 2012 terrorist attack on the U.S. consulate in Benghazi, Libya, which killed 4 Americans. Now I'm gonna skip through this shit and just get right to the heat. Let's just skip through this shit and get right to the heat, okay? Look, what they say. Appeals court, okay? No, let me start right here. Clinton and Mills subsequently filed petitions to the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals on March 13th, seeking to block the order of depositions. The circuit court judges on Friday unanimously granted Clinton's request, but denied Mills. The appeals court panel noted that Mills had other ways to appeal her deposition that were not available to Clinton. The appeals court also accused the district... Listen to this shit. The appeals court also accused the district court of abuse of discretion in ordering the discovery in 2018. What abuse of discretion! The bitch got nuclear codes on a public email server that she was never authorized to even have her. What are you talking about? The bitch and a corrupt FBI under James Comey spied on Donald Trump. What are you talking about? This bitch.
That's all, folks.